thrilling edition of the Reality of Wrestling right here on Fight TV and across all social media channels. I'm Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore for The Row. And Brad, we have an action-packed edition of the show this week, and it will culminate with the tag team titles up for grabs. Zach and Warren defending against Stevie Ray Incorporated.
That's going to be a big, big main event here on The Road tonight. But in our opening contest, we're going to see the leader of the Legion, Shawn Hendricks, taking on the cool Cameron Cole. The cool Cameron Cole coming out to kick us off here on Reality of Wrestling.
That's exactly right, Brad Gilmore, a grown man now, and certainly he has been growing up before the eyes of the Row Nation over the course of the last few years. The many trials and tribulations, heartbreaks and victories in the career of Cameron Cole. A former Reality of Wrestling television champion, a former Reality of Wrestling tag team champion, looking to get back into the title fold.
He's going to have to go against the leader of the demonic collective, as you call him, Hendricks, the leader of Legion. That's no easy task, Matt.
Not at all.
And his opponent from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 170 pounds, Hendricks.
An uncanny presence. For lack of a better word, spooky.
Well, I don't mean to cut you off there, but is it not a little strange to anybody else that he is not flanked by the rest of Legion?
Well, nothing surprises me when it comes to Shawn Hendricks anymore. At any moment, they could appear from under the ring. They could come from the top of the roof. You just never know.
You never know, but
or he could look into the eyes of someone sitting in the front row and mesmerize them to the point where, before you know it, they're named after a month in the Julian calendar.
Well, right you are, Matt Topolsky, but let's not forget, last time we saw Hendricks was in that last stand match, and he had Legion involved in helping eliminate Clay Roberts from that contest.
Yes, the story between Clay Roberts and Hendricks has just been incredible, as Clay Roberts has been the one man that has had the intestinal fortitude to continue to take the fight to Legion like no one ever before, like a one-man army, if you will. And Hendricks definitely got the better of Clay Roberts in that exchange in the last stand. But right here, Cameron Cole has a unique opportunity.
Oh, man! Ouch! I felt that one right there, Matt Topolsky.
Yes.
Wow.
You know, you commented on Legion not being out here at ringside. This may be Hendricks setting the tenor and tone, if you will, for Legion, saying, I'm going to make an example of the cool Cameron Cole.
You might be right, Matt Topolsky. He is very big on, he is big on proving himself to the rest of Legion, and Legion
sending
proving
messages.
themselves. Yeah. He doesn't just let anybody in Legion. He might mesmerize you, but you got to earn your keep.
Russian leg sweep right there from the cool Cameron Cole. Oh, drops that elbow into the dark heart of Hendricks. Cover here. Kick out at 2.
You know, when you think about great leadership, you might think about some of the great presidents of the United States of past and present and future, but I don't think there's been a better leader in the history of this country than Hendricks. Hendricks has been around for years in Reality of Wrestling. Oh, wow. Ooh, hitting his low back right there.
A better leader than Hendricks? Did he look into your eyes recently?
I'm just saying, he has been here. Oh, wow.
Look out here.
Oh,
a series of exchanges and a suicide dive through the ropes by Cameron Cole. Wow. Bodies flying everywhere to start off the action this week on The Row.
Just stay away from me. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, there's so many great leaders that we've seen in past and present in wrestling and in government. But Hendricks continues to get new recruits and send them off to do his bidding and send them off on all kinds of impossible missions, if you will.
Pin attempt there and a kick out at 2. Well, I mean, if by leader you're talking about comparing him to dictators, then perhaps. I don't think there's much of a democracy, if you will, or a constitutional republic within the walls of Legion.
It's more like a monarchy. He's the king.
That's putting it lightly.
Oh! Nice running neck breaker there. Going for that cover.
Opportunity here.
Oh.
Lateral press. Kick out at 2, center of the ring.
Lateral press, intestinal fortitude. You really got the works tonight, man.
Well, I'm taking my brain force.
Oh! Look at him. He just reckless abandon with his body.
Yes, using his own body here to inflict pain and punishment. Kick out at 2. The stage seems to have a life of its own as well. I mean, nothing is what it seems when Shawn Hendricks or Legion are out here at ringside. Cameron Cole trying to fire back here. Well, Reality of Wrestling is the most competitive, I would argue, professional wrestling organization on the planet because you have so much young talent that is fighting here for an opportunity to take the next step in their career, and I think history begins tonight. If Cameron Cole wants to get off on a roll, he needs to beat Shawn Hendricks right here and right now.
Well, he's got him in a very precarious position, if you will. Oh! A foot stomp right to the chest of Shawn Hendricks.
Well, that's a double foot stomp. Here's the cover, hooks the leg.
No. Wow.
Remind everybody at home, still to come this week on the road. The tag team titles are up for grabs in our main event.
Oh! Oh, man.
A modified version of a sling blade, sending Shawn Hendricks face first into the canvas. I mean, he landed on the top of his forehead.
He sure as hell don't. Wait, hold on now. Well, we see March, February, January, the first quarter of the Julian year. Giving Shawn Hendricks enough time to...
Was that numbers game once again? Hendricks hangover.
We've seen this one too many times, man. Wait a minute. Not going for the cover. Shawn Hendricks up to the top.
Shawn Hendricks looking to put an exclamation point on it.
Oh,
my goodness! A frog splash from the top cover. 1, 2. He did it for Legion. Well, Shawn Hendricks, with the assistance of Legion, conspicuous by their absence in the opening moments of this contest, made their presence felt when it mattered most. And now they are circling Cameron Cole.
Adding insult to injury.
What a parade of oddities. Very, very dangerous. Shawn Hendricks victorious in the opening match this week on Reality of Wrestling.
Come in. Have a seat.
Hashtag silent protest.
Hey man, I don't want to hear that damn phone again, all right?
Hashtag silent protest.
You try my patience, huh? Keep it up. Keep it up, all right? Brought you guys in here for what went down with my referee. It's a hands-on policy with officials here in Reality of Wrestling. Don't let it happen again. Second of all, I want to give you a title shot.
A title shot? Me?
Oh, now you're talking, huh?
Yeah, don't worry about this. That was stupid. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Who am I wrestling? That television championship? Well, I mean, that's able. So, Texas championship? Reality wrestling championship? What title, book?
You're kidding me, right?
No.
No, it's neither one of those.
Me?
Tag team championship.
I don't have a tag partner.
You got this guy right here, all right?
Bartek?
Yes, Bartek.
Star attack.
I'm not calling you that. If you want the shot, you got it. Now get the hell out of my office.
I told you it's dumb.
Star Tech.
For over 13 years, the King of Solar Screens has been an industry leader, and we proudly use 100% American-made products. Home of the $55 any size, any color solar screen.
Well, what about arches?
$55.
What about circles?
$55.
What about rectangles?
$55.
Any size, any color, installed free. The King of Solar Screens, on time, every time.
Now can you dig that, sucker?
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 215 pounds, Max
Castellanos, a guy we've seen here before. He locked horns with Connor Holloman last time we saw him at the polls. He's a guy who was trained in Mexico, made the pilgrimage or migrated, if you will, to San Antonio, Texas. I love San Antonio, by the way.
Well, Max,
I love San Antonio.
Charles Barkley. Well, Max Castellanos, this young man has all the tools. I mean, you look at him, and he really could become a great perennial athlete here at the Reality of Wrestling. The sky's the limit.
They got those big old women.
Not only is he the precision tactician, not only is he the chosen one, Rex Andrews is the last man standing. And now the world truly is his oyster. Rex Andrews will be able to call his shot at any time for any championship after that incredible and impressive last stand match victory at our iPay-per-view, which is still available right now on Fight TV. Rex Andrews and Max Castellanos.
Well, you know, right, you are Matt Topolsky. It is interesting. I've been trying to figure out. I've been doing my detective work. I've been doing my best impression of Sherlock Holmes or the Hardy Boys and trying to figure out which championship Rex Andrews is going to choose. Because I think any of them, any singles championship here in reality wrestling, you can make a case that he would want to go after. The television championship, the championship that he held, never lost, and turned over to Booker T in return for that Texas championship. He was the first ever Texas champion rather. Probably would want to maybe get that moniker back and tour all around the country, showing the world how great Texas is and how great Texas wrestling is. Or does he want to go after the championship that he's never held before?
Well, and Brad, let's not bury the lead here either. I mean, Rex Andrews, you've got to imagine that whenever he's not in active competition, he's backstage behind that curtain with his eyes fixated on what's happening right now with that Texas championship between Aiden Cristiano and the Mysterious Q.
Absolutely.
And he's saying to himself, I held this title longer than anyone's held the championship in reality of wrestling, period. And now this thing is just held up in the air. No one is using the Texas Championship at all to either their advantage or to that of Reality of Wrestling's, and perhaps he's saying, I can be a much better ambassador than vacant.
Yeah, no, right, you are Matt Topolsky, and what an interesting situation would be if Rex Andrews chooses to cash in for that Texas Championship, because would he just automatically become champion? Would there be a triple threat match between him, Q, and Aiden Cristiano to declare the champion, and the whole best-of-5 series is blown up? That's what makes this decision of Rex Andrews so monumental here in reality wrestling. It can change everything.
And there are also some that would argue that under the care of Rex Andrews, that Texas Championship was just as prestigious as the Reality of Wrestling Championship. And oh my goodness gracious, look at Rex Andrews. Taking things to another level. Here's a guy that just won the Super Bowl, and he's not out there celebrating, Brad. He's looking for another ring.
He didn't go to Disneyland. He's throwing some European uppercuts to the chin of Max Castellanos. And look at that.
Oh my goodness. Perfectly executed, center of the ring, kick out at 2.
That's why they call him the precision tactician.
Well, if you're writing a textbook on suplexes, you can use that as the illustration.
Absolutely. They need to use it on WikiHow.
WikiRex.
WikiRex is right. Max Castellanos, you can tell. Oh, man.
What an innovative reversal there.
Can someone say power move? Wow.
Max Castellanos isn't going to win a popularity contest here tonight, but more moves like that, and he may win this match.
Right you are, Matt Topolsky. Just some big kicks to the ribs now after that. I don't even know what you call that, a tree of woe, that he just slams him right into the canvas, face first. Rex Andrews isn't used to being thrown around like that, especially look at the size of Max Castellanos. Look at him. He is not a small man by any means.
Oh, not at all. Max Castellanos is a young competitor in his early 20s. Huge upside come from this young man. You look at his physique, the way he presents himself in the ring, reminds me of a young Alberto Del Rio. Kick out here at 2.
Maybe even a Texas great Gino Hernandez. Oh. Closed fist right there. Referee giving Max Castellanos the warning.
Well, Max Castellanos here, Brad Gilmore, is setting the table, if you will, a little bit for himself, slowing down the pace of the match. And blow by blow, doing something to Rex Andrews that a lot of competitors have not been able to do, and that's keep Rex Andrews down, quite frankly.
Yeah, right now he's almost out-mat wrestling Rex Andrews, a man who we've seen his amateur background. We know he has jiu-jitsu training. Rex Andrews isn't used to being taken down like that and kept down, no less. As Max Castellanos really cinching in that waist lock. Rex makes it back to a vertical base.
The one thing Max Castellanos has to be careful of is Rex Andrews can beat you in a million different ways. There is no doubt about that at all. And right now he is in firm control of this matchup, but Castellanos has to stay on top of Rex Andrews.
Oh, wait a minute, look at that. How powerful is Max Castellanos?
Oh, what a power slam! Standing power slam! Center of the ring, my goodness! 2 3/4.
He actually calls that move to the max, and it almost put Rex Andrews out.
Impressive power indeed.
Oh. Rex Andrews trying to mount a comeback here. Some stiff forearms to the right side of the dome of Max Castellanos.
Oh!
Good night, nurse. Wow. Why don't you take one of those elbows, man?
I'm fine right where I am.
Oh, wow. Rex Andrews now feeling it.
What a back body drop. What a back body drop. The ring moved about an inch on that one. Rex Andrews. Oh,
Rex Andrews landing on his feet.
look out, look out, look out. Oh, he cleaned his clock with that one.
Signature Rex Andrews. Oh,
into that armbar. How impressive is that?
I want to call that the domino effect. And Rex Andrews.
He eyes it, he buys it, and he tries it. That's Rex Andrews. He can beat you a million different ways, and he just did it to Max Castellanos. What an impressive victory for the last man standing.
Rex Andrews, with even more momentum on his side, like he needed it, is standing tall, just like he did at the last stand, and we still are waiting to hear which championship he will challenge for.
Pro Nation, I'm Ashley Bull, backstage here with the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Zach and Warren. Now, guys, earlier tonight I found out you will be unexpectedly defending your championships against Rob Barnes and StarTech. How do you feel about defending your titles on such short notice?
You know, Ashley, it's kind of funny. I mean, these two cats get their ass whooped by a referee and get rewarded a title shot. But it's all good. It's all fine because me and Zach, we are a real tag team. See, we train hard every week, every day to be fully prepared for things like this. We stay ready.
You see, Ashley,
We ain't worried about nothing. Barnes and Star Tech, they want to play the tag team game. They not a tag team. Yeah, they like to play the numbers game. They got Stevie, they got Abel, they got Siri, Alexa, Google Translate, whatever. But at the end of the day, me and Warren, this is our domain. We are brothers. We breathe the same air. We sweat the same sweat. We bleed the same blood.
Hey, man, that's kind of nasty, man.
Man, anyway, my point is, we're going to go out there, we're going to do what we do, we're going to hold it down, and walk out still your Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Next week, man. Next week, we have the Mysterious Q one more time in that ring. Una vez más para que le enseñes por qué eres el jefe.
Vega, 2 more matches, and La Familia gets championship gold once again.
Mm-hmm.
And then we start to get our power back.
Mm-hmm.
And once we have that power again. Hey, man, where's Diego? Diego!
Yo, I'm here. Don't worry.
Where you been?
I had some business to take care of in TJ, but I'm here. What's up?
Listen, tell him the plan and make sure that he understands, because I need no failures this time. You understand me?
Understand.
I got you, Jefe. Where were you?
Doing my thing. What was the plan?
You need to get focused, all right?
Green machine. Green machine. Green machine. German.
An accident in the 21st century presents an entirely new set of challenges. From self-driving cars to failures in new safety technology, if you've been injured in a car accident, you need a 21st century lawyer. After all, you have to make your case here before you can win it here. Injured? Choose the smart lawyer. Call Walker Texas Lawyer now and download the Walker Texas Lawyer app.
Rex Andrews,
Ashley Bull.
can I get a moment of your time? I know we don't have a scheduled interview, but first off, congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you very much.
But 2 weeks ago, you said you'd have a decision on which champion you'd want to challenge. Have you made a decision?
Actually, I told you 2 weeks ago that I chose my opponent a long time ago. That's still the case. Still the same person, and yes, they're waiting to be named. But see, while that question still sits in their mind, where's the power, Ashley? When I make my decision, when I let everyone know, I'm going to do it very publicly. See, I wouldn't want something to interfere, something to come up, something to cause this not to happen. See, very publicly, I'll tell everyone, all at once, my opponent included, exactly whose championship I'm taking. See, make no mistake, Ashley, power's a game. If there's one thing that's true about Rex Andrews, is I always have a game plan. Thanks very much.
Thank you for your time.
Tonight's episode of The Row is brought to you by Walker Texas Lawyer at walkertexaslawyer.com. Hilton Furniture, let them have it. Quality Blinds, go to qualityblindsllc.com for free shipping anywhere in the USA. And the king of solar screens, home of the $50 any size solar screen. Welcome back to The Row. I'm Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore. And Brad, coming up next in our main event, the Reality of Wrestling tag team titles are up for grabs. Zach and Warren, incredible stars since breaking on the scene here in the Reality of Wrestling. But they face Stevie Ray Incorporated's Rob Barnes and Bartek.
Well, you know, Stevie Ray Incorporated is definitely a unit that benefits from having someone like Stevie Ray, the consultant Stevie Ray, who's been there and done that in the tag team division, even holding the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships with his brother Booker T. But You talk about Warren, you talk about Zach. You talk about two guys I think that were made to be a tag team. And since they won those championships, they have a very, very tough grip on them. And I think it's going to be a hard task to get them to let go.
Well, this is a big opportunity for Bartek and Rob Barnes. But can they topple the hottest tag team in reality of wrestling today? Zach and Warren get their opportunity to defend those titles next in our main event. Wrestling a few weeks ago. We want to take everybody back and take a look at it. And it was an incident between Bartek and Rob Barnes and an official right here at the Reality of Wrestling. And it boiled over into the referee attacking both of them and clearing the ring, quite frankly, of Stevie Ray Incorporated, Brad Gilmore.
Incredible. I've never seen anything like it. A referee grabbing two professional wrestlers by the waist and throwing them around like a rag doll. German suplexes for everybody.
About it. It's been meteoric in terms of their career since arriving on the scene here at the Reality of Wrestling, and they are coming right into your living room. Warren Johnson and Zach Mason, the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions, and I might be a little biased here, Brad Gilmore, but I can't recall those tag team titles looking better around the waist of any team than Zach and Warren. It's your main event. By saying this, Brad, but I don't anticipate this official suplexing anyone tonight.
Well, you never know, Matt Sapolsky. That's the great thing about the Reality of Wrestling.
That is very true. It's unlike anything else you'll see in entertainment. There's only one place to get it. It's right here at the Row. Tag team titles on the line right now.
Well, here we go. Stevie Ray Incorporated versus Warren and Zach.
And let's talk about Stevie Ray for a minute.
Yes.
Where is he?
Matt Sapolsky,
softball question for you. Where's Stevie tonight?
You always want to point out stuff, where's Stevie? Why is Stevie? How is Stevie? I don't talk to him on a daily basis, but what I can tell you is that he is one of the busiest people in this entire company. He's always out looking for talent, always out signing new deals. I think he's trying to get, Bartek, StarTech, an endorsement for scrunchies.
Imagine hiring an advocate for yourself, or in this case, a lawyer, and then you call your lawyer and you can't get him on the phone. I mean, here they are in a tag team championship matchup in our main event this week, and you're telling me Stevie Ray's too busy to represent them in this moment?
Look, Stevie Ray operates on his own, Matt Sapolsky. He just does stuff. He'll pay off their contracts without telling them and all kinds of great stuff. Here we go, though. Zach Mason, Warren Johnson, and only their second title defense on Reality Wrestling television. Tag into Warren.
What a unique tag team. Just pure athleticism across the board for Zach and Warren. Both of them have incredible motors.
They definitely do. But one thing I wanted to point out, and I think you alluded to it the last time that we saw Warren and Zach in the ring, it is kind of crazy. We were talking about Stevie Ray. Obviously, this is the house that Booker T built. And how much do Warren and Zach kind of remind you of Harlem Heat back in the day?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where you certainly don't want to curse someone early in their career in the same way comparisons were made between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. But they very similar. Uncanny, in fact.
There's a lot of similarities between the two teams, but also when we talk about tag team pedigree, we talk about former champions and great champions like Harlem Heat. The one tag team champion that you cannot ever forget about in reality wrestling. Perhaps one of the greatest tag team champions of all time in reality wrestling is standing over there in the corner, StarTech. StarTech is a former reality wrestling tag team champion. And a blind tag to Rob Barnes. One of the greatest of all time.
Well, a tag, and here comes Bartek.
StarTech.
Not to be confused with whatever's on his singlet. To be honest, I preferred man buns and title runs.
Well, you know, look at Rob Barnes over there. Not too happy with that blind tag from StarTech. I think that they're still trying to get the hang of being in a tag team.
Well, I don't mean any disrespect by saying this, but there are many times where you will see Stevie Ray incorporated on camera, and it sort of resembles the Three Stooges in the way they interact with each other.
Will you stop?
Okay? So the fact that you say, well, Rob Barnes is a little upset because of the blind tag doesn't come as any surprise to me at all. Because everyone in Stevie Ray Incorporated are in it for one thing, themselves. Not for the collective, not for the group, not for Stevie Ray, for themselves. And interestingly enough, people like that are always attracted to other people like that.
Look at that, double leapfrog.
Excellent tag team wrestling from the champs. Cover here. Kick out at 2. My goodness.
Incredible. At one point, we weren't even sure if Warren Johnson was ever going to return to the squared circle in active competition after suffering that devastating knee injury where he tore every ligament possible. Here comes StarTech, but now look at him. He's back and better than ever. What is this?
Look out, look out, look out!
Wow! Warren Johnson landing on his feet. Incredible athleticism by one half of the tag team champions.
Warren Johnson leaping through the gateway to the west right there. Incredible stuff.
Wow.
Cover here to retain the tag team championships. Kick out at 2, but that's what these young men bring to the table.
You know, Matt,
holy cow.
We always talk about it. When you win a championship, especially when it's the first gold that you've held in a company, you get this championship level confidence about yourself. You feel like everything you do is to the next level and that you can accomplish anything, and you definitely see that with Warren and Zach.
Well, that's exactly what it is, Brad. I mean, it's visualization, and then you go out there and you do it, and you realize that the sky really isn't the limit anymore. You can do pretty much whatever you want as long as you're willing to work for it, and that's exactly what these two young men are doing right now. No. And a nasty tumble off that top rope. And Warren Johnson dumped unceremoniously to the outside.
Well, we have to make, Rob Barnes getting the advantage. If Stevie Ray were here, he would stop him from acting that way. But Warren Johnson back in the ring.
Did you hit your head before the broadcast tonight? Cover here, 2 and a kick out.
To go back to my point, though, about championship confidence, the one thing you have to be careful of is not letting that championship confidence turn into championship cockiness and overlooking your opponents. Rob Barnes held gold in reality wrestling. StarTech, like I said, former one half of the tag team champions in reality wrestling. These are great caliber athletes here at the Row.
Cover here, 1, 2, and a kick out. Stand and trade with Rob Barnes. Not with the weight advantage from the Aussie. Rob Barnes is also known to be a brawler. That's his style. Zach and Warren have got to get back to what brought him to the dance in the first place, and that's great tag team wrestling and chemistry. And right now,
look at that.
Bartek and Rob Barnes doing a good job of breaking it up.
His name is StarTech. StarTech, here we go, cover. Zach in to break it up. Not letting the tag team championships leave their waist that easily. You know, StarTech is a world record holder, Matt Topolsky. He holds a record from the Last Stand match. He does. He holds a record.
How long was he in the ring? 11 seconds?
That's the record.
And for the record, his name is Bartek.
I'm not calling him that.
Back body drop there, but into a sunset flip reversal, trying to get the tag, and here comes
trying to get the tag. He needed that tag real bad. Warren slipping through, leapfrog, reversal. Oh, talk about the Three Stooges, couple of knuckleheads right there. Can he get the tag?
Warren Johnson's got to turn around. The lights are on, but no one's home.
There it is.
Light bulb on.
Oh,
here comes Zach.
And another one. Like DJ Khaled said, and another one, right?
Oh! Belly to back. Zach Mason on fire here.
Stinger splash. Oh, looking for that jumping STO.
Swing and a miss right there. Lays him out. Cover.
Little spindle top
retain
action.
the tag team championships. Broken up there, but Rob Barnes actually hit his own tag team partner. Absolute chaos in there right now. Warren Johnson on top of Rob Barnes.
Senior referee Isaac needs to get control of it. Rob Barnes sending Warren Johnson out again to the outside. And now trying to get, Zach Mason.
And a drop kick there from Zach.
Chaos ensues.
Send StarTech to the outside. He's seeing stars.
Look for that pole handle. Oh,
the official goes down. And that was absolutely intentional.
Wait a minute, there's Zach. Zach, jumping STO. Jumping STO, but the referee is down.
He got all of it. Cover here. Wait a second.
There's another referee.
Here comes that official in question.
Here are your winners, and still Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Zach Warren.
Well, that's the official that was handing out German suplexes like they were ice cream bars a few weeks ago. Oh, Rob Barnes and Bartender Levin.
Look at Rob Barnes hitting the face.
Well, still your tag team champions, Zach and Warren.
What's up? This Booker T, 5-time WCW champion, CEO, president of Reality of Wrestling. My company based here, right outside of Houston, Texas City, Texas. Something I've been working on, guys, since 2005. My idea was to give young people a half of a chance at making it in the wrestling business. And that turned into Reality of Wrestling. Right now, guys, this is something I hold near and dear to my heart. Paul Bosch, the founder of wrestling here in Houston, Texas, Booker T, keeps his dream alive. Now, I'm asking you, no, I need you to help Reality of Wrestling go to the next level. And now with Patreon, we can do that. Offering you the ultimate fan experience, starting at only $1. I'm talking about guest ring announcer. Maybe you always wondered what it was like to be guest commentator. Maybe we could fly you in, have dinner, play a round of golf with the 5-time champ. That's what this thing is all about. I need you guys to help Reality of Wrestling go to the next level. We're breaking down doors. And with your help, it ain't gonna be nothing but a thing like a chicken wing on a string. Patreon, Reality of Wrestling, a tag team that can't lose. Now can you dig that, sucker?